What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today is finally the day you guys get to see Counterfeiter Cave Part 2. So we're out here on Pachasik Road in Westfield, Massachusetts, and I'm going to turn it over to my dad, and he's going to explain to you a little bit about why we're over here in this part of town.
Alright, so as you can see in the distance, we're coming up to the backside of Toccoa Mountain, and I was reading this morning about the legend of Counterfeiters Cave again, and it said that a bunch of teenagers in like the late 1800s were over here, and supposedly they rediscovered the cave. 80 years had gone by, and they were looking for beehives, to collect the honey out of them. And it said they were in the valley between Toccoa Mountain and Montgomery Mountain. And I was also reading that the original counterfeiters had a house possibly on Pachasik Road, and that's the road we're on now. And as you see right here in front of us, that's Toccoa Mountain. And Montgomery Mountain is to the right of it. So it says in the hollow, that means like a low valley. So the old Pachasik Road actually goes right through here, and the Mass Pike cuts it off. And so we're gonna go and check out in between the two, between Toccoa Mountain and Montgomery Mountain. If you see to your right through the woods, we're gonna come up on it in a second here. You'll be able to see the two mountains together, and they said they were in the valley. So it's an interesting story. We'll tell you a little bit about segments of it as we go along, but as soon as we come up to the Mass Pike, we'll take a quick look, and then we're gonna catch back up with you when we're at
view of it this way.
Yes, so here it comes right now. So right here is that's here. We're gonna look over here, Steve, in front of us. It'll be easier to see. Okay, sorry guys, but we're actually looking at Montgomery Mountain right now in front of us. And when we get past this field here, I'll pull over for a second and we'll show you.
So,
All right,
that over there, what's that?
that's Toccoa Mountain right there.
Okay.
Okay,
And then this is Montgomery.
This is Montgomery Mountain, and you see how the valley
Right
is
in
right
there.
in between the two.
Yeah.
Supposedly that's where they were looking for bees.
Okay.
So we're gonna go in that valley, but we're gonna go to the left side of the Toccoa Mountain.
So against Toccoa Mountain.
Yes, they said it was up in the rock cliffs. They were looking up and they could see an opening, and supposedly it goes 80 to 90 feet in there.
Yeah.
But that could be an exaggeration.
So here's the Mass Pike, right?
Yes, we're going over the Mass Pike right now.
So this is
So
the highway.
and now there's Toccoa again. So this Mass Pike here, the road used to go right through it,
Yeah.
the old Pachasik. So we're gonna catch it down in here. This is Reservoir Road. Now this
Okay.
is an old, another old road, and there's a whole bunch of old foundations and stuff on it. And that's where we're gonna start. We're gonna park here and we're gonna walk up.
I honestly think it's on this side of Tacoma Mountain. We checked the front, we checked that side. That's where we left off last time, around the corner there. We're gonna still head that way, and maybe.
Well, there's tons of rock fall this way.
Yeah, there's so much up there. I mean, we did find little ones just messing around here when we came down a few times.
Yeah.
So there's definitely potential where it could be up in there.
Yeah, we're gonna go that way because that's why I wanna start up here, and I brought the numbers next to so I wanted to check that out first.
Yeah, start where we left off and then head this way. Head back this way.
You notice how this was a little bit quicker than the other way?
I think so too. Yeah,
Change
of scenery too.
I'm just gonna tell you now because I wanna
See the mountain.
Yeah, no, they want to pass the back there. We just have to cross that little.
Oh, there's another old rock wall there too. See it?
Yeah, can you imagine how much history is here? There's rock formations, rock walls everywhere. This was just completely different scenery back when this Counterfeiters cave was here. So we just gotta take all of our leads, put our brains together, and just, we gotta
Do it.
yeah, just do it. Yeah. Basically, we're taking small pieces at a time and just looking over every square inch, pretty much. We've been on this mountain now for about 5 or 6 years, on and off. We built our fort on that side. On the other side of the mountain, but way over there, we have a cave video on the opposite side of this, but it's not the Counterfeiters cave. It was a rockfall cave. I mean, we walked all the way down, remember, to the waterfall. That old house was there. There's like a tower up there. Did we ever film that?
I don't remember.
Might have filmed
How many
that.
times have we went to the peak of this thing too? Like
Yeah.
probably like 3 or 4 times,
3 or
right?
4 times. That's where the, what's it called, the Tic Tac cave, when we went down with the ladder.
Yeah, with the fire escape ladder, where we lowered the ladder down and
There's so much to do on this mountain. If you think about it, this is just one mountain too.
yeah.
I mean, a lot of people don't realize it's just going outside what you could find, and how many adventures we had just on one mountain. And now that we know that it could be in between what do you call that mountain? Montgomery Mountain?
Yeah, Montgomery Mountain, and then we have Shadrack Mountain on the other side, and then we're on Tacoma Mountain right now.
So there's been rumors of the three, right?
What I've been reading about is he said that there's 2 different accounts. One saying that some teenagers found the cave 80 years after the fact, and that it went into the mountain like 80 to 90 feet, and it looked like it was man-made. But other accounts say that it was natural, and that there's a little hidden slab of rock blocking the face of it. So there's so many different thoughts behind it, but a lot of the accounts say it was on the Montgomery side of Tacoma. So that's why we're on this side, and we really have not explored this side at all, except for that one cave we found in Counterfeiters Cave Part 1. So that's why we're here, and we want to start up there and work our way forward.
And if any of those are true, those stories that he read, there's going to be evidence. There's going to be something that shows us that it was there. Because obviously, if you see like somewhere that it looks like it was blasted or dug out, it's going to give you some kind of clue as like, why would they do that other than that reason? To hide something. Because obviously when the Mass Pike was built, it could have actually been right in the way of building the Mass Pike. It could be completely removed. We don't know. The landscape's changed so much. But we do know is that a lot of people have been looking for it, and I think that we're the right crew to find it. I mean, we get out here enough. We're gonna find something, that's for sure. We got the metal detector, whether we find some old coins, something. We're just gonna keep looking. There's so much history. I mean, how many times do you read a story or watch a YouTube video where people just dug a hole and found like a chest full of like artifacts? Obviously, if we found something really cool like that, we'd probably get a hold of the museum or something, but there's so much Indian history here, like Native American Indian history. On the other side, we found all those mounds, and those we found out that might have been due to their rituals or maybe the way they buried their dead or something. I can't remember exactly, but it's here. I mean, if that stuff's here, you're bound to find, some kind of old artifact, some kind of maybe old coins. That'd be cool. Some gold would be awesome. We might actually eventually get into that, some panning too, panning some gold. We are thinking about that. You know, we just want to make this entertaining for you guys. We want to make it fun for ourselves. We like to encourage activity. We love nature. God made us a beautiful planet. We should enjoy it, you know. All right, so you have to follow us now. Oh. Yeah.
Anywhere that looks like somebody put dynamite in too.
Alright guys, so we made it back over to the area that we wanted to make it over to, where we've been looking. Mike, you can see him up there. He's looking. My dad's going up right now to look. And what we're basically going to do is just scout this edge. I don't know if you can pick it up on the camera, but there's a bunch of just little different things that look promising up in here, and the camera doesn't do this justice. This is like the side of a mountain. This plane right here goes up steep, and there's a flat plane right in here, and then it goes up even steeper back in here. So this is a really promising area, and this is prime for cave, because this is all rock fall, all of it. You can see you got a big huge boulder here, you got a few different rocks, but this is all rock fall. This would be a prime location to find this cave. So what we're going to do is, like I said, we're going to scour this cliff face and scout this edge and find some caves, see if we can find the cave today. So I'm going to make my way up there, and we're going to see what we can find. Alright guys, so we're still scouring this edge. Mike's way up there. You probably can't even see him on camera, but he is way up there. I can't even see him on the camera. I can see him in person though. You might be able to see him up there. But yeah, so Mike's up there. My dad is down over in here. And if you notice, in the beginning of the video, you know how we were on the road and we were talking about some of the history and stuff like that. If you notice, if you see this ridge line over here against the sky, that is Montgomery Mountain. And then obviously this is Toccoa Mountain that we're on right now. So if you guys remember how we were talking about how it was in the valley between the two mountains, that's where we are right now. Yeah, they're just shouting back and forth to communicate different things. But we're in the valley right between those two mountains. So we're in the prime location. So since Montgomery Mountain is over there and Toccoa Mountain's here, and we're in this valley here, what we're going to do is I think we're going to start pushing our search a little bit further that way, because this is Montgomery Mountain, but the main peak of Montgomery Mountain is actually right behind these trees here. If I move over a little bit, you guys can probably see. This is the main peak of Montgomery Mountain right there. The highest point I can see in this area. If I move the camera over this way, you can see a nice view. So we are pretty up high. We are up pretty high. There's a nice big field down there, and if you guys saw those clips of the river, or the little stream that we were past, that's down back in here. So basically what we did is that's the river down there, and we climbed up this mountain face. So my dad's right in there, getting a water, I think, or something. I don't know. Then Mike is way up there. I can barely see him in person, so you guys probably can't see him on the camera. But we're gonna start pushing our forces this way to scout the location. All right, guys. So basically, how we're doing this is I'm down on the low plane. My dad's scouring the middle, and Mike is really up high. And in the legend of the Counterfeiters Cave, I don't know if you remember from the first part. If you don't, you can go back and watch it. It's in the playlist. But anyways, if you remember in that episode, we were talking about how in the legend it states that you could see the Connecticut River from where it is. And Mike just called me on cell phone and said that he is up high enough where he can see the Connecticut River. So what we're doing basically is Mike is up high, my dad's down in the middle, and I'm down here on the lower level. And we're just sweeping this area. And we're just going to keep sweeping and sweeping this area and pushing forward until we see if we can find some sort of cave. Mike said when he called me that he's found some promising stuff. He said that he's recording some clips and taking some pictures. So I might add those into the film or the video, or whatever you want to call it. So you might get to see his point of view as well. But yeah. So we're going to continue pushing here.
There are rock formations behind that pine tree. You can't really see it in the video, but they're right there on that mountain, if you'll be able to see that way. There's so much to explore up here. They're way down there somewhere. And the last cave we found was like down in that area, I think, right there. Probably a good 700 or so feet up. That's why I had on zoom, trying to show you how high I really am. Everything's zoomed in. I think I want to head that way though, because there's the valley right there. Right in there. I want to see if it's on that wall over there. I'm high enough up too, so I'm just documenting this. Maybe it'll go in the video, maybe not. Alright.
Man, there is a bunch of small woodpeckers out here. Bunch of them. Alright, but my dad's up in there. I don't know if you can see him on the video, but we're just pushing along here. So, yeah. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying this series so far. I know we're only about 2.5 episodes in. About what? Okay.
He's filming it.
Nice. I don't know if you guys could hear that, but apparently Mike up there just ran into a porcupine, and he said he's filming it. So you guys are definitely going to see that, a clip to that, here in a second.
It's a porcupine or something. It's a big one.
Okay, so yeah, Mike ran into a porcupine. That's pretty cool. Hopefully he got some footage of that. I'm not sure yet because obviously I'm filming now, but if he did get some footage of it, which I'm pretty sure he did, you guys would have saw that just now. That's pretty cool. So, yeah. Just gonna keep pushing. You wanna keep pushing? You wanna keep pushing?
Yes, keep going.
Alright. Alright, so we're gonna keep going here, guys. Pushing along. Oh. He's on the phone with him again. Let's see what he says. Huh. Just gonna see what he says. My dad's on the phone with him right now. What'd he say? Still looking.
His phone's in the red. He still wants to film, so we gotta go.
His phone's about to die.
Find something, we gotta go up.
Okay. His phone's about to die, so if he finds something, we're gonna have to go up there and film it for him. Alright, so what are we doing?
I'm staring at the rock looking for stuff.
What do you want me to do?
Look at the lower spot. Keep moving forward.
Alright.
Look up here. If you want me to check out something when you're down there, point to it.
Alright.
Keep walking forward, though.
Yeah. Alright, so
For any old houses and stuff, too.
okay. Alright, so what my job is basically going to be is I'm going to be the scout down here, and I'm going to be looking up on the mountain and seeing if I can see any cave possibilities. Looking down back in here, see if I see any old foundations or anything like that. And basically I'm just going to be the scout, and I'm going to point to any caves that I see, and then they're going to direct their attention over to there, and they're going to go scout out that location and check it out and see if we find a cave. So I'm just going to keep looking here. I think I might see something already. Hey! I think I might see something already. Might be just a shadow, but you never know. Might. Right here.
Okay, what do you see?
It's down low right there. I said down low.
Above that rock?
No. Below, right here.
Right there.
Yeah.
Can you get that one or no?
Yeah, I probably.
Alright, I'll wait for you. So 3 to 9.
Alright, let's go check this out. Man, I just saw a huge spider go in that hole. I just saw a huge spider. Man, that was huge. No. It was fast. Sorry if I start breathing really hard, but this is steep. Man. This is steep. Oh, man. Right there is where I'm looking. Almost there. Man. Right in there, guys. Right there. We're real close. Oh. Hey! I found something! Yeah! It's big! I'm not at it yet, but it's big! Come here! It's huge! Yeah! Just come here! What? Yeah! Okay! Oh, there's a mouse! I just saw a mouse up there. Okay, so I made it. So this is just a little rock fall, and then this goes pretty deep. It's nothing really extreme. And that mouse is up there looking at me. Nothing extreme, but definitely our first find of the day. Really cool. I get in there, but it's all just mucky wet. Let's see if I can point the camera in there a little bit more. But you guys can see the back wall. It's really blurry. Come on. There you go. It goes back in there. There's a few rocks. I don't think this is definitely not Counterfeiters Cave, but definitely a really cool find. You know, definitely really cool. So this would be considered obviously a rockfall cave. This is a massive boulder. Obviously over the years they've had shelf rock fall off this. You could see all of the ground in there, and then you can see more rocks. So this is definitely a rockfall cave. Definitely, I don't think this is obviously not the Counterfeiters Cave, but definitely a really cool find. So let's see if I can make my way back down here. We're gonna keep scouting. All right, so there's another hole here that we found. Nothing special, just another rock fall. If you guys can see that little light spot right there, it's just very shallow, nothing special. My dad's still up there, and he's going to be scouring this edge as we're trying to meet back up with Mike. And I'm going to keep going this way down here on the level ground and looking up and see if I could spot anything that he can't see because he's right up against it. And yeah.
Way up here now. I am heading that way right now. So there's the valley. Alright. I found this old bottle. I'm not exactly sure how old. I wanted to grab it, but I don't know if you can notice, there's like an entire ant colony living inside there. I was about to put it in my pocket. That would have been bad. They were biting me everywhere, but I'm heading up. You see how far up I am? I'm like basically in the valley. I'm guessing like something up in here. That's where I'm about to explore, up over those rocks, see what I can find. Alright, hopefully I find something good. Look at all those rock faces over there. Pretty huge bird up here. Actually, there's a whole family of them. 4 or 5 out there. Where'd he go? There he is. It's really cool. Another one. Flying through the air. There we go. It's really cool. Okay.
If you guys remember, I said that this over here is Montgomery Mountain. Now, he said that from that peak, he can see the river, Connecticut River, and he can also see cave openings near the top of this mountain. So that, I think, would be a really cool thing to explore for next video, is to go up on the top of this mountain and scout the cave openings on Montgomery Mountain. So, because people, like we've mentioned in the first video, people are confused whether it's on here or on Montgomery Mountain. So we need to explore both mountains in order to rule out one or the other. So we're definitely going to check out that in the next video. So what we're going to do now is we're going to keep looking here. Mike's making his way back down to us, and we're going to keep looking. And if we find anything else, we're definitely going to film it for you guys. But if not, that's going to have to be the end of the video for today. But if we do find anything else, you guys are going to see more footage after this. So, if this is the end of the video, I really hope you guys did enjoy Counterfeiters Cave Part 2. We're really having fun out here looking for this cave and exploring nature. That's one of the best things that we love to do. So hopefully you guys are enjoying this adventure along with us, and hopefully you guys will continue to come along on these adventures with us throughout the summer.